Have you ever noticed how older people just don't care anymore? They'll wear what they want, say what they think, leave a party early without apologizing, and somehow they look lighter. Meanwhile, most of us are stuck overthinking a text message for 20 minutes, worried about what coworkers think, comparing ourselves to people we don't even like. So what happens? Why do old people stop caring what others think? And more importantly, how can we learn that sooner? Let's talk about it. Here's the first thing. They realized nobody was thinking about them that much to begin with. When you're young, you think everyone is watching, judging your clothes, your career, your body, your progress. But after 60, 70, 80 years of living, you start to see the pattern. Everyone is busy worrying about themselves. That awkward thing you said? Forgotten. That mistake you made? Replaced by someone else's mistake. Older people have decades of proof that most embarrassment is temporary, and that freedom changes everything. Imagine how much energy you'd get back if you stopped performing for invisible critics. Second reason, they've lost things. Friends, family members, opportunities, time. When you've been to enough funerals, when you've seen how fast life moves, you start asking better questions. Does this really matter? Will I care about this in 5 years? Is this worth my peace? And most of the time, the answer's no. Young people chase approval because it feels like survival. Older people protect peace because they know time is limited. That shift is powerful. Third, they've tried the approval route. They've said yes when they wanted to say no. They've chosen safe careers, stayed in the wrong relationships, pretended to agree just to fit in. And many of them regret it, not because they failed, but because they lived small. At some point, you get tired of shrinking yourself to make other people comfortable. So, they stop. They say what they mean. They set boundaries. They wear the bright shirt. Not to rebel, but because pretending is exhausting. Now here's where this matters to you. You don't have to wait until you're 75 to feel this freedom. You just need 3 mindset shifts. First shift. Accept that someone will always judge you, no matter what you do. Post online? Judged. Stay quiet? Judged. Start a business? Judged. Play it safe? Judged. So if judgment is guaranteed, you might as well choose a path that excites you. Second reason, zoom out. The thing you're overthinking right now, how big is it in the timeline of your life? In 5 years, will this matter? Most of our anxiety shrinks when we stretch the timeline. Older people naturally think long-term. You can practice that today. Third shift, build internal validation. This one is huge. Instead of asking, do they approve? Start asking, am I proud? Did I act with integrity? Did I try? Did I stay honest? When your approval comes from inside, outside noise gets quieter. It doesn't disappear, but it loses power. Here's something else nobody talks about. Older people stop caring what others think because they finally know who they are. And identity takes time. You test careers, you fail at things, you outgrow friends, you change your mind. Each experience removes a layer until one day you're not chasing trends, you're not copying personalities, you're just you. And that's enough. If you're feeling behind right now, if you're scared to start something because of what people might say, remember this. The people judging you are also afraid of being judged. The difference is simple. Some people let that fear control them forever. Others grow out of it. You get to decide which one you become. So here's a small challenge. Today, do one thing slightly more honest. Say no if you mean no. Share the idea. Wear the thing. Start the project. Feel the discomfort and notice the world doesn't end. That's how freedom begins. Not at 80, but now. If this resonated with you, don't just nod and move on. Pick one situation where you've been shrinking yourself and change it this week. Let's grow into that confidence early, together.